Bobby and hey, Bobby in Los Angeles. Hey, Bobby, how are you?
Hey, yo, Tom, hey, how you doing? How you doing
Great.
From the West Side.
Doing great.
I can prove to you most conservative people do not want a conservative, and I'll prove it to you. Let's build perfect candidates, okay?
Well,
I've learned what talk radio likes. I've learned what conservatives want, who does not spend a lot of money, who wants to have the government as small as possible, but basically to defend ourselves and stay out of our backyard.
Yep.
Who will cover the borders.
Yep.
Who will not fight countries unless it's a last resort war.
Yep.
Don't be friendly with dictators. Don't be friendly with evil countries. They want someone who's not a Marxist, not a socialist, not a communist, and won't give in to the liberals or the Democrats or the liberal media, right? And hey, on top of that...
So far, you're doing great, Bobby, but you're going somewhere. Where are you going?
I'm almost done here. Let's make this person Protestant Christian. Let's make him against abortion. And let's make sure he's someone who has never cheated on his wife. And hey, you know what, for the record, let's make him from Texas. Does this sound like the perfect candidate to you?
Okay. I'll play. So,
okay.
Where are you
now,
going?
Here's where I'm going. Everyone out there who thinks this is the perfect candidate, tell me why you will not vote for Ron Paul.
I think Ron Paul, the rap that you hear more than any other rap, and we had a caller just last hour who said almost verbatim, I can almost repeat. I like so much of what he has to say, but his foreign policy scares me. Or is dangerous, or one of those words, and that's where Ron Paul. Which debate? It was either the last one or the one before, where he came right out and got into it with Michelle Bachmann on the whole business about Iran.
That was the last one, Fox News. Would you agree, everything that I said for that perfect candidate? Would you agree that all that can be applied to Ron Paul, or no?
He's been married to the same woman. He's, I don't know how he feels about, I don't think he cares about gay marriage. I think abortion and gay marriage, he's a libertarian through and through. It's like, what does the government have anything to do about that?
No, he's against abortion. By the way, you know, he helped deliver like 4,000 babies.
He's a baby doctor, yeah.
But what he's saying is, and this is a conservative value, it's not that he's for it. If you believe in small government and government shouldn't get involved, why is the federal government, our tax dollars, making laws and making these decisions? Leave it to the states, and the people will decide what to do.
Right.
So, but is my case wrong? Conservatives want these conservative values, and they won't vote for a guy like Ron Paul because what? He doesn't want to bomb Iran?
Bobby,
yeah,
you may have called one day too soon.
You agree with everything Ron Paul says, but that whole foreign policy thing.
Yes.
Why do you dismiss everything he does? Because he doesn't want to invade Iran, or what's the catch? I don't understand.
I think it is dangerous. I do think that Ron Paul's idea about they just leave them alone and they will leave us alone is naive.
So everything else goes out the window because he doesn't want to.
Yes, I mean, listen. I'll go back to Mayor Koch of New York, the former mayor of New York City, who in 2004. When he had a choice between John Kerry, a nice Northeast Democrat, and Mayor Koch said, I have never voted for a Republican ever, but I'm voting for Bush because all the other things don't matter if we are attacked and annihilated. Okay,
so are you worried Iran is going to attack us?
I'm afraid that nukes are going to be used against. We're going to get into a nuclear war with Israel directly, or with some sort of powder keg in the Middle East. Because last time I checked, even though we keep pushing our oil production off to somebody else, we still have oil prices in this world, and we are dependent upon oil prices as an oil-based industrial economy. We need the Middle East to be peaceful, and we can't let a war start over there.
Okay.
And Iran wants to start one.
Okay, so basically, then to sum it up, you pretty much like everything about Paul except for his foreign. Theoretically, if everything goes out the window because of foreign policy, theoretically, you couldn't vote for any conservative, which makes my point that a conservative will never vote for the most conservative. You can't make them happy.
I don't know if there's one person that makes anybody happy, and that's the process that we go through, Democrat or Republican, is which one comes closest to my views.
So Ron Paul comes closest, except for the foreign policy.
But that's a really big one, because the rest of it, Mayor Koch, the rest of it doesn't matter if you're dead.
I ask you, wasn't Russia a bigger threat to us? Isn't Pakistan?
No,
a
not
bigger threat than
really.
Iran?
No, not really, because
they had nukes pointed at us.
yes, and we had 10,000 pointed at them, and they had 10,000 pointed at us. It was the perfect way to deal with that. The problem that we're facing in the future is these rogue states that they may only have 3 pointed at us, but that's all.
Consistency. If you're worried these rogue states, as you put it, which you're right, can give nukes to other countries, can attack us, you're right. But where was your concern over the last 10 years when the Republicans and Obama country, Pakistan?
I didn't like it all the way along.
But nothing happened.
I'll tell you what I cheered. There was this guy. He was a senator from Illinois, and he was running against Hillary, and he was in a debate running for president, and he got nothing but grief about. Remember the answer he gave, which turned out to be true, which was, if we know that Osama bin Laden is hiding in Pakistan and they do nothing about it, then I will do something. Everybody screamed the day after that debate, the next morning, about what a crazy, wild, cowboy he was.
Okay.
And I was going, good for him. Now, I don't agree a lot with Obama, but I was agreeing with him on that one. And what was so ironic is, it turned out.
Doing, Tom, you're essentially saying, I understand Pakistan is a threat, but you're saying Iran is consistent. If you can't vote for Ron Paul, you can't vote for any other person out there. And if your argument is no, I can, because Iran is a threat and that's my biggest issue of security, then all these years, many Republicans have been contradicting themselves with Pakistan.
I will give you the idea that we have been playing this game where you do business with nefarious people around the world. But I think we have been snookered by Pakistan all the way along. They were hiding bin Laden. They continue to support Al Qaeda. They do a lot of things that we don't like, but we still, for some reason, for diplomatic reasons, want to get along with them. And I'm going, I'm sorry. I think we should cut.
See, I'm still trying to understand your answer.